'Twas the night before Creedmas. There was joy in the air for all the good keepers, but not Boombox Bear. The owl was perched by the chimney for warmth as he waited for presents from the keeper in the north. But the bear had plans, sinister and no good. She snuck into the house and in front of the tree she stood. Meanwhile, soup's in the kitchen, lasagna in hand, oblivious to the mischief that the blue bear had planned. The bear snatched the gifts all up in her bag. With a skip and a flip, she ran out like mad. To the other keepers' homes she went with astonishing speed. She stole gifts from Merciless and Bandage and Creed. Bob Dobster was next. As he sat drinking cocoa, the bear snatched his presents and jumped out the window. Sonic sped to catch her, but the bear was too fast. Her planning was perfect and her moves were unmatched. Even Dracula failed to catch her in his net. She swept up poor Tombo's new Lego set. She ate all the cookies, first 6, then a dozen. In shock, Swiddle cried next to her dog husband. The Duke and the Knight were appalled and afraid. As the swift figure took their belongings from the place that they stayed, the bear was relentless and ignored the poor pleas. She even took the last can of beans from our boy Dino Keys.
Aww, why?
Then branch by branch she climbed up the tree. While on her way up she pet soft Billy. At the top of the pine she twirled the bag without care, and it seemed that no one could stop Boombox Bear. But what was that in the night? A jingle, a ho, from the dark sky above a keeper, his beard white as snow. He flew by the bear in his flying red sleigh, and as the keepers all watched, they heard the man say, "Little bear, little friend, little blue mischief maker, you've become so much more than a silly gift taker. Your night of theft must end at this time. It's not suiting on Creedmas to allow such great crime." The bear shook and she cried, tears soaked in her sweater. She said, "I know this is wrong. I know I can be better." She climbed down the tree and she opened her sack. One by one she offered each of the gifts back. The keepers were thrilled, their presents all returned. Santa Keeper landed and asked what lessons had been learned. "This night was exciting," Merciless said with glee. "It was fun in the end," Swiddle Keeper agreed. "Then shall we assume," Santa Keeper persisted, "if the gifts you unwrapped had never existed, that you'd still be happy and you'd still ascend due to each of the keepers that you can call friend?" Videl suddenly appeared and she nodded her head. "This night's been wonderful due to the friendships that spread." Santa Keeper just smiled and he said, "You are right. Merry Creedmas, you all. Have a wonderful night." Toodles.